Hey everybody, guess what? It's another it's another episode of Top 9 Podcast, baby.
Hi.
My name's Tom Cassidy. My co-host is Adele Carollo.
Hello, guys.
Our guest today is dressed like a member of the Breakfast Club.
Oh, you were just waiting. He didn't say anything when I came in, and you were just waiting. Should I take the jacket off?
No, I like it. I
You
think you
look
look
good.
cool.
You look
like
sharp.
Judd Nelson.
I got this. Yes, from the Breakfast Club. He only knows the Breakfast Club. There's no Silent Bob, no
Thinking
Matrix jokes.
That works too, but Brendan Sagalow's here today.
What's up?
But yeah, man, I'm excited about your list.
Yeah. This list is top 9 fat icons.
I like it. We're just getting right into it.
Should we not get right into it?
No, I like it. No, sometimes we do a preamble. Sometimes I yell at Adele for something. But
I wrote about 20 names, so
No, and,
so we gotta let's make this a two-parter.
yeah, for sure. Okay, so what makes a fat icon in your eyes
Oh, what a question!
besides the
Somebody that you look at and you're like, this was huge. This guy being here in this moment right there, that's huge to me. As a fat guy, you kind of, I'm not trying to make fat my personality or anything, but I was just thinking about it the other day. I was watching a movie and the guy's on the list and I go, this is a fat icon. This guy was awesome. And also somebody who made fat people like attractive.
That is part of it too.
Somebody
okay.
that you go, I understand why women want to fuck this guy.
The odds were against them, and they persevered.
Exactly. And one somebody on my list has the odds are incredibly against them, but they persevered.
Yeah. So sex appeal comes into it.
Yeah.
It's interesting, because we're comedians, so I talk about comedy stuff a lot. Like, it's funny how being fat does help comedy.
Does it?
I think so.
Ugh.
You don't think so?
Any kind of like funny looking.
Yeah, if you're
It's a
funny
situation.
looking, and also if you're a heavy guy, and I have kind of a charming face, so I think I can get away with saying more things.
Uh-huh.
I think you just want to be relatable up there. So if you're sitting in the audience and you got a little chub going on, you're like, hey, that's me.
You
Yeah,
just want to limit it, 'Cause,
yeah, but
like,
I don't believe in any of that because there's so many
Okay.
really good-looking comics that are successful. John Mulaney is very good-looking, and that's it.
I can think of other comedians that are hotter than John
Hey,
Mulaney.
I'm gonna need you to laugh at everything I say, okay? Because if I look over to you and you're just staring off into the
I
distance,
was thinking about
I'm
what
gonna
you
have a
said.
panic attack.
I was thinking about what you said. You know that I think you're a very funny man.
I know.
You're a fat icon to me.
Yeah, I'm one of his bits.
Tom is very hard to please. I get in trouble every
Brendan-
week.
Brendan did inspire my opener. Like this is
It's
my
a good
new
joke,
opener.
too.
Yeah, it is good.
It's not new though. Because
Well, it's an old I'm saying my old opener is
Yeah.
like 5 years old.
and this one's like
And
2.
this one's like a year and a half. But the thing is with it is that it's not really the best opener because it's hard to tell a fat joke up top when you're not fat.
Yeah, I don't know why you're opening with it, but
Because it's like, hey, I'm glad we're getting used to being back inside again. I went to the diner with my overweight friend recently because he's fully vaccinated. Sometimes
oh my God,
I
so
had that,
forced,
too.
so forced.
It works almost every time. I don't even know why. It's like one of those things I'm confused about working. It's like, what
If
is
I hear another comic talk about how good it is that we're all in a room again together, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Yeah.
No offense. No offense. I love you, Tommy.
No, I think it's funny. That's a thing that you do a lot. Like, if I hear a comedian talk about this one thing,
And then I go and I do it.
yeah, that's just a thing that you do. It's funny.
Yeah,
I
I feel like
get
you
it.
make a lot of threats.
I
yeah.
make a lot of threats and I say things that have that
On
you
the
can't back
internet,
up.
yeah.
on the internet, I'm
the
always threatening. Where
It's like
safe.
It's like missing a train. Like if I miss this train, I'm gonna
Kill
wait
myself.
for the next one.
It always ends with kill myself, but it's usually wait for the next one or do
Uh-huh.
nothing about it.
Yes. All right. Let's get into it, baby.
Uh-huh.
This is Brendan Sagalow's top 9 fat icons.
What's your
in
password?
at number 9? I'm
Okay.
not saying that on a podcast.
Got it though. I got it up here.
Okay, good.
First one. Now this really is not in any order, unfortunately.
We'd really like you to try to put it in an order.
Okay, then I will go number 9 first.
So number 9 is your least
Least
favorite of your
Least
favorite, right?
favorite.
And listen, just get close. Just have number 1 be your favorite.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. Number 9 Sam from Lord of the Rings.
Samwise Gamgee?
Samwise Gamgee.
Is that
from
Rudy?
I think so, yeah. Rudy, yeah, that
Yeah, it
actor
is.
in
That's,
general.
his little bestie.
Sean Astin Scott?
He's a hobbit.
Sean
He's
Astin
fat.
Scott, yeah.
Okay.
He's a fat hobbit.
That he's the fat he's the
a
fat
thinner
guy.
fat. He's
There's a lot of that in here. There's
he's thin
someone on
fat.
here. There's someone on here that isn't fat, and we'll get to that. But I think he's supposed to be fat. Yeah, he's like a fat guy in the movie.
Well, yeah, he's big boned it. Well, that's what I'm saying. He's sometimes the trick about being fat
Yeah.
is that like just don't be too fat. You know what I mean? Because like some people just have a
Slow
fat.
down.
Some people have a fat energy, right?
Yeah.
Like, all right, Foley, for example, our friend H. Foley, right?
Yes.
He's trying to lose weight now. He's fat as shit, right?
Yeah.
But like, when he wasn't fat, we still called him fat
Yeah.
because he had a fat energy. So I think the trick to being fat is to just not be too fat. You know, like you.
Thank you. Well, also, you know, yeah, you don't want a fat. The more you talk about fat, the more people see you as fat. So I was reluctant for this to be my top 9, but yeah, when you go on stage and you're like talking about being fat, I don't really like doing that anymore.
If one more fat comedian
Talks about being fat, but it's just like, you know what?
Yeah.
Well, Sam in this movie, I feel like everything he accomplished, you got a little bit more credit for it because he's fat.
Yes.
Like you climb that mountain, boy. Like
Yeah,
huffing, puffing, he'd get through it.
It's crazy because every sidekick in a movie seems like a fat guy, even if they're not.
Yeah.
They're challenged because
Yeah.
their size, their girth. They're like
Yeah.
squeezing through things a little bit.
There's
more
some
difficult.
guys on here that are like skinny fat, and then there's some guys on here that are fat. But Sam is skinny fat.
Yeah. Everybody needs a good fat friend in their life.
Yeah. Yeah, except when you get older and then you start worrying about them. Like, I didn't call anybody for Thanksgiving this year, but I called Foley, and I was like, hey, man, I love you, buddy. Happy Thanksgiving. I actually texted him, and then he called me, and he was like, you texted me happy Thanksgiving? What is this? What are you, a girl? And I went, I don't know how many more of these we have together.
No, I know what you mean.
Do you think your fat friend knows they're the fat friend?
Yes,
They have to know.
100%.
I mean, it's
How
impossible.
do you think it makes them feel, though?
I don't know, man.
No?
I don't want this to get too dark, but like my one fat friend died, so I mean, you know, it can happen. So I mean, it's a really fucking dangerous game we're playing.
Yeah, which is why it's also bullshit. Can I curse? I've been cursing up a storm here.
This is actually going on PBS.
Great.
So
It's also the fuck was I just about? I think it's bullshit when you're like me fat and everyone calls you fat, because this is just. I was looking at a guy on the train here and I was like, that's like a fat guy, but I wouldn't tell him to lose weight or anything, you know. So I feel like I am the fat friend, but I think it's bullshit because I could be a lot fatter.
sure, but I mean, you know, shoot for the stars, and if you miss, you'll land at an IHOP.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a good number 9, dependable guy.
Let's
Really,
see if I guessed your shit. Can I guess it?
I guess if you want to go quickly, but I mean, no, I knew you didn't get it.
I know. No, I know what it is because I
Please
missed
just
by
stop.
one.
I really wish you just had a fucking charged phone so we don't have to do this. Maybe go get your phone around number 6.
I know what your fucking thing is, dude.
Go ahead. Coming in
Okay.
at number 8.
Coming in at number 8. God, I wish I put this in an order. I'm just gonna say Tim Allen in the Santa Claus.
That's
Tim
fake
Allen
fat. He's not
in
even real
the
fat.
yeah, but that's
CGI fat.
That's not CGI. That's like a mask
That's
or
like
something.
blackface fat for you people. You should not.
No, I'm cool with that.
He
Okay.
still had to like struggle with the weight gain.
Yeah, and there, you know what? He's actually the one that I went, oh, this is a fat icon, and then I was like, oh, that could be my list because that scene where they're all in the house and he's wearing he looks good. He looks
Wait a
good. He's
minute.
wearing a sweater.
I have a question. Is Santa on your list?
Well,
Surprisingly, no. But Tim Allen
as the Santa Claus.
The Santa Claus
Close
is.
enough.
Oh man, I should have had Santa on the list.
That's
You
okay.
do. Tim Allen is the Santa
Yes,
Claus.
but the guy, the man.
The guy, Tim Allen as the Santa Claus.
Yeah.
That's who I look at as, and I go, he looked good. He made fat. All of these people make fat look good.
Because he's not fat. He's just playing fat.
He looks real fat in it. Can we
He
bring it
looks
up?
fat.
Is there?
Jamie? No, this is not the Joe Rogan
He made
experience.
fat look good, and he made like the silver fox look good in that
Yes.
movie. Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at him and I was thinking if I was a female and I was into heavy guys, as some are, I would be into Tim Allen as the Santa Claus.
Nice. This is really turning into.
I'm pretty.
No, I love it.
I'm pretty open.
I could tell.
Man, there's so many good ones. I don't want to do 9.
Well,
We'll
that's
have honorable mentions.
the podcast. I'm sorry.
All right, coming in at number 7.
Okay.
Do you want to say it? Do you want to see coming in at number 7?
No,
Coming in at number 7, Mr. Robert Kelly.
Bobby Kelly.
Oh,
Mr.
Kelly.
Bobby Kelly. He is a fat icon.
Uh huh.
He really does look like a Buddha, right? When he sits and does.
I should have put Buddha on this, but
I-
Robert Kelly is a fat icon.
You know what,
He is.
dude? Bobby
Yeah.
Kelly. I'm sorry.
Oh,
in
no.
case the people don't know who he is at home,
Who doesn't know who Robert Kelly is?
we have a big Korean fan base, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
Konnichiwa.
Bobby Kelly's so funny. He is a fat icon. I always think it's funny. I was watching his roast of Luis Gomez.
Mhm.
Something that always blows my mind, though, is when Bobby Kelly tells fat jokes about, like, other people.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like,
And because
what?
and you don't want to be like, you're the biggest person I've ever been around in my life.
yeah. He also has gotten extensively fatter over the years.
Yeah, but I think he's losing the weight.
Is he? I haven't
He
seen him.
tries. He's like, he works on it.
But he wears it well.
Yeah, no, he's rocking it.
As someone who we've seen be skinny, but even if you watch Torgasm, he's kind of fat. You know?
Not comparatively.
This is gonna sound bad, but it's a compliment. What's that character that's in Star Wars?
Jabba the Hutt?
Yeah, that's like super sexy and like gets a lot
Jabba
of
the
babes.
Hutt?
He gets babes, right?
Well,
He has
not
like
just
a-
because he's
He
like
has like
a
a harem
gangster.
of women.
They're
Yeah, but they're like slaves.
No, yeah, they're sex slaves.
I didn't know that. I thought they just like were into him.
They're chained up.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Let it be known. Adele said Jabba the Hutt is hot.
Yeah,
I
wow.
thought he was a hot character.
Oh
no?
my God.
Like
we just learned
powerful.
something new.
So who would you rather,
Wake up next to.
Jabba the Hutt or Robert Kelly?
Plead the fifth.
Well, one has a job and the other one is Robert Kelly. Folks. But
No, my point is Robert Kelly is a babe in his own way.
oh yeah.
Yeah, he's
Because it's confidence.
an
All of
icon. He-
that, I think that's something all of these people share.
He's a babe.
Confidence.
yeah.
You need confidence as a fat man.
Oh, it's huge. But you
Mhm.
could also
No, but nobody wants like a.
But if you're, like,
a feel bad for yourself, fat guy, that's not a good look.
no, you don't want to feel. Oh, I don't know. I mean, my girlfriend's kind of into it. There's a lot of time. I think
forgot. I'm sorry. Do you have black fingernails right now?
No,
Okay.
I wish.
You checked.
Just to make sure. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? Yeah, they could look at it like I think there are some girls that could be like, "Oh, he's cute," but you don't want to be like. I think the vibe is I can do well without you,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
as far as confidence goes.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah. No. What was that? Number 7?
that was 7. God, this is so. I shouldn't have wrote this much.
A lot of hard decisions coming up. Coming in at number 6.
Oh my God. Old Chris Pratt.
Aw.
Parks and Rec Chris Pratt is a fat icon, and I know
gotta
these
give
guys.
you pushback on this, man.
Is he not that fat in there?
He's chubby at best.
On TV though, chubby at best on TV is fat guy.
I think he's more schlubby on that show. I don't even think he is. If he's fat, it's you are really. He is at the doorway.
All
I
right.
think we're looking at
You're
his
right.
transition.
If
from
you have so many
what he
people,
was him, just like comparing him.
But even on the show, he was like supposed to be
hold
a fat.
on, I'm gonna give you a chance. You have so many people on this list.
Can I
okay?
say every single one that I think you'll push back on?
No.
Because
Save
I
all
want
of this shit until the end. What I'm saying is, if you want to
Okay.
keep Chris Pratt on,
No.
you can.
Mm-mm.
But I'm gonna give you an opportunity to take him off.
You convinced me that he's off, and I'm replacing him with one Melissa McCarthy,
Okay, sure.
Oh yeah, totally.
fat icon.
Can you believe
Yeah.
that's Jenny McCarthy's sister?
Is that?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Is that really?
Are you
Yeah.
sure?
Do all the McCarthys just are they all
like
related?
95% sure. Now the doubt is coming from your reaction right now. But yeah, that's
Yeah.
the thing. They're sisters. Imagine that being your fat sister, and you're like, the hot one.
Oh my god! And yeah,
Jesus. Yeah. I
that's
could've-
usually how it is
You
too.
always
by the way.
compare. You
This
can't
is
help
us.
it. It's not okay.
If one of your kids is ridiculously hot, the other one's probably going to be fat and emo.
Jenny McCarthy is not who we're talking about right now. We're
Okay.
talking about
Melissa McCarthy.
I just couldn't think of her name. I wasn't
Very
saying
funny. She's
don't bring up Jenny.
Very hilarious.
dramatic actress,
Great.
comedic actress, brilliant. She's really
She's
great.
very good at physical comedy too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love seeing that broad just fall around and like
Totally.
get thrown into shit.
Yeah.
She's the
And
best
she's
at that.
also just funny. Like she could be, skinny and funny. I don't know if that's offensive to say, but she could be skinny and like the thing she says is hilarious. But just that little extra bit of chins really makes it very, very funny.
Yes.
Totally.
She's her deadpan delivery mixed with that extra chin.
I'm gonna guess again.
Okay.
And I think I got it.
She was so good in
Oh! What was she in?
Bridesmaids.
Yeah.
So good.
Breakout role, right?
Yeah.
Very funny in that. She was also really good in This Is 40.
I didn't see that.
She's good,
I
and
did
she was
see
good.
that, but I don't remember her role in it.
Yeah, she's good in everything. And I also wanted to add some diversity to the list.
And she's
female,
starring in
a
her own
female.
movies now. Look at that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes, that's
Oh,
what.
yeah.
That's another thing that makes her a big icon because if you can carry a movie,
You're the lead.
yeah,
And
Is
you're
she
not-
Molly from Mike and Molly?
yeah.
Yeah.
She was real big back then, right? Even bigger?
Mm.
No? Or maybe Mike was just big as shit.
They're both big.
My stomach's starting to grumble talking about all these fat people.
I
haven't
know.
eaten lunch yet.
Yeah,
Going
let's
to
go to
Chick-fil-A
a
after
diner
this.
after this.
And you can just get the cheeseburger deluxe.
Yeah, there it
There's
is.
the
There
joke.
it is. I haven't eaten
That's it.
anything since I've been doing that intermittent fasting thing. I haven't had anything since like 3 o'clock yesterday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Let
is
us
that bad?
Yeah.
That's like bad for you?
I don't know
I
that-
don't know how intermittent
Isn't it
fasting
supposed
works.
to be like 12 hours off?
I don't know.
You're getting there.
Yeah.
I think you're still in the
Oh,
window.
no.
Coming in at number 5.
5. John Papa from Blues Traveler.
Oh yeah.
Or is
Harmonica. The guy.
that his name? John Papa?
I don't know if that's his name.
I don't know who this is. I can't
Come
visually.
on.
I'm
Blues
sorry.
Traveler, the guy that plays the harmonica.
The guy who
He's
played the
huge.
runaround and Hook. You know that song?
I know Blues Travelers, but I just don't. I can't picture the guy's face. That's all I'm saying.
All right, then fuck him. Okay.
Are you sure?
He lost a lot of weight.
If you
He
like
lost-
him, just because I don't know who he
He
is.
did lose a lot of weight.
He got like the gastric bypass. Do you think it changes them when they get skinny? Do they lose their star power?
I'll tell you what.
Fat comedians lose a lot of material.
Well,
I'm
you
not just talking
definitely.
about their clothes.
Hey, you definitely can't be a. You definitely can't be like a model because when you get that gastric bypass, your stomach looks like curtains. It does not
I
look
think
good.
that's the point where it's too fat. That if you lose it, it's still not great.
No,
You
even
know?
people that lose it kind of naturally have like, if you're not like trying to gain muscle or anything, then you look like a coat on a coat rack.
There's like a point of no return with getting heavy. Like you don't snap back. Your skin is like, no,
Yeah.
we gave out.
Which is
We're
why I'm
done."
trying to lose weight now because
You're under there. You haven't pushed that.
I think I have like
threshold.
3 more years, and then
You're super good.
What are you, 31?
I'm 30.
Sorry.
That's fine. I don't care. I look more mature.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. I think you wear your fat very well at this point, right where you're at right now.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
I mean, lose 10, you know.
well, I'm trying to
He's
lose.
on his way.
I'm on my weight loss journey.
He hasn't eaten since Sunday.
I really think I could just not eat and live off this for fat until all 8 pounds
All you
is
need to do
gone.
is drink water, I think, really.
I've been pounding waters and seltzers.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you eliminate like sodas, sugar,
No,
drinks?
I love
That will
sodas.
be huge for you then.
I know.
The more you like it,
I had
the
Burger
more of a
King 2
result
days ago.
that happens when you give it up.
I know.
Yeah.
And when I stopped drinking, I lost 25 pounds.
Yeah.
Wow,
So
that's good.
pretty good.
So wait a minute. I got 2 questions. I feel like Burger King really fell off from when we were children.
It's
Is that
the
wrong?
best. I live right near a
Okay.
24/7 Burger King, and I go through I
In
walk through the
Astoria,
drive-through.
That one?
Hmm.
Okay.
And I walk through that drive-through, and it's awesome. They let you walk through it.
No, they just let you walk through it.
Yeah, because they think I'm a car.
Wide load coming through.
Oh my
Like, what
gosh.
model is this?
That Ford Focus with blonde hair's back. I'm sorry. Listen, what's your favorite?
Sorry, that was funny. I'm like trying to piece them really together very
What's
fast.
your favorite Blues Traveler song?
Oh, well, there's only really 2, but I do like Hook. Although I was
Which
saying,
one's Hook? How's it go?
Hook is the one where he's like, and the hook brings you back.
Yep. Sure.
You know what I don't like about that song though?
Hmm.
It's a song about how easy it is to write a song. When it's such a good song that it should have better lyrics about like life and the way things are. You know what I mean? Not how to write. Don't be meta. Not how to write a song. How boring is that?
Yeah, what are you, Murphy Lee? Just a hook right here.
Oh.
I don't need no fucking hook on this beat. It's an old Saint Lunatic song.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. See, I knew you'd remember.
Yeah.
So you were a little confused there for a second.
I don't know, man.
I get it. I almost thought about just taking a bunch of mushrooms before this episode, and I kind of wish I did. Coming in at number 4?
Is it 4?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You got to keep track of the numbers, Adele.
I'm on it.
Number 4, and I'm counting them as. Oh my God, this is hard. Number 4, I'm counting it as. Fuck, dude, I don't know. So there are. You want to know what's going on through my brain right now?
Sure.
No, just tell us number 4, dummy.
What is this? A 20-minute podcast? Why are you rushing? I'm gonna say, Tweedledee and Tweedledum as one.
Who is that?
Who is that?
I thought that was a nursery rhyme.
I thought
It's
that's
from
what-
Alice in Wonderland.
Oh.
What is wrong with you people? Have you?
I just remember Alice and the cat and the queen.
And the doorknob, and the.
And you're like, and Tweedledee
Yeah.
and Tweedledum.
Okay, let's get rid of Tweedledee and Tweedledum, even though your listeners in Korea are gonna think that's a great answer. I'm gonna throw this in. Danny DeVito.
Number 4.
This is number 4.
Okay.
Danny DeVito.
I don't think he's fat either.
He's fat.
He's short.
You could be short and skinny. That's what someone said to
He's
me.
short and
Said- I was like going through my list with someone, and I was like, Danny DeVito, and I was like, or is he just short? And they said that exactly.
I just think he's more short than fat. That's all I'm saying. If this was a top 9 short guys list, he'd be on that.
He's like short but not petite. He's fat.
He's fat. He's a big guy. He's got a belly.
He's got a lot of girth.
Yeah.
I can't remember if he was fat in Taxi in the 70s. Did you ever see that
Yeah.
show?
He was kind
He
of
was.
fat. He had Sam from Lord of the Rings and like that kind of fat energy.
Danny DeVito's so fucking funny. I think one of the
Yeah.
funniest things in TV ever is when he comes out of that couch in It's Always Sunny.
Yeah.
And it's like a
He's
pregnancy.
so good in that show. This is my
Yeah.
impression of Danny DeVito. I'm the trash man.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Pretty good.
I'm the trash man. Not bad, right?
It's great. I'm also just laughing because you put pressure on me to laugh, and because it's funny.
And that's how you that's how you
combination.
do a podcast, everybody.
Yeah.
I've been looking at everyone in that room and they're all asleep.
They don't speak English.
Good. Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito. I can't not see him as a penguin naked. Like you picture him naked.
He was
I
fat
think
as penguin,
he's
sure.
like I see like a penguin body.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know?
He is.
I'll
a
accept
penguin.
Danny DeVito
Yeah.
as penguin, as fat.
Look, I am
Mr.
very much
Cobblepot.
willing to throw a lot of these people away because I have more. I mean, there's some people on here that you're gonna, Can we do an honorable mentions
At the
after
end,
this?
at the end, yeah. I'm gonna
Okay.
give mine first because I feel like I don't want to put pressure on you at this point of the list.
You might say my someone on my list. Though.
Maybe I will, and I hope
I don't want
do.
you. I don't want this.
Well, okay, I'm not gonna say it then.
Okay. Can I? We'll do all of mine and then we'll do some of yours.
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay.
So Danny DeVito was 4.
Danny DeVito is 4. Top. Now, I thought about this very hard because top 3. While we were sitting here, I thought about this very hard.
Sure.
Top 3 fat icons coming in at number 3. Jack Black.
Yeah.
Sure.
Jack
School of Rock,
Black.
baby.
School of Rock. I mean, he makes that whole that speech about him saying like, I forgot what it was, but even though it's changed my life, but he said he was like he goes nothing. He's talking about nothing wrong with being fat, and he's like, because I like to eat. Is there anything wrong with liking to eat? And I think about that all the time because everybody wants you to lose fucking weight. I don't care about losing weight. I'm pretty healthy, you know. But Ari is always telling me to lose weight, and all my other friends are yelling at me. So I don't find a problem with it.
You're not there yet. They're just like trying to like prevent. It's
So Jack
preventative
Black is number 3
measures.
because he gives you the go ahead
Yeah.
to eat food because
Yeah.
you like it.
He's
also-
unapologetic about
He's
it.
unapologetic about it, and he's a leading man.
Yeah.
He's another leading fat guy, which is hard. You can't really do that.
Yeah.
Patton Oswalt couldn't lead. Maybe he could. Didn't he?
I'm sorry. I don't think Jack Black's really that fat either. Sometimes he is, but sometimes he's not either.
He is.
And I feel like, I mean, again, he's on the skinnier side
I
of
just
fat.
thought of another person.
I mean, dude, you're really leaving a lot of.
Isn't it great
fat
that there's
icons off
so
this
many
list.
of them though? Body positivity,
Yeah.
baby.
I'm putting this in the honorable. I can't even type on that honorable mention. I'll remember it.
Okay.
Okay, coming in at number 2,
Mhm.
and I think you guys aren't gonna have a problem with these 2 last ones.
I
Okay.
better not.
Coming in at number 2,
Mm-hmm.
James Gandolfini,
Mm.
fat icon.
I forgot about
R.I.P.
him.
He died because probably his weight too.
Well,
I think it was the cocaine.
yeah, I think he
and
His
the-
heart-
loved eating cocaine.
It's the
His heart was
cocaine and the
like,
clams.
Yeah,
eating.
yeah.
Yeah, he's
James Gandolfini. He made fat sexy.
oh my God, did I want to sleep with that character? Something about it.
I mean, when you
It's
watch
so good.
Sopranos and he's like a bear on these women. I could see being a woman being like, that's fucking hot.
Yeah.
I want some
him
guy.
and- the him and Carmela sex scenes make me feel like I'm just watching my parents have sex sometimes, though. It's a little
That was the point. But
That
when
is
he's
the point.
tossing around his girlfriends, that's what Brendan's
Yeah.
talking
Yeah.
about.
Yes.
those
Yes.
whores. Sure. Yeah, no, James Gandolfini's the fucking man, dude.
Yeah.
Best
He
actor
really
ever.
I know.
is
Number
so
one.
He was gonna be
good.
number 1, but I think the number 1 that I have is better.
He's so good.
Yeah. He also, I mean,
I-
Sopranos season 1 again wasn't very fat.
He wasn't fat in that, even though and even then
He got
they were like, "You're
progressively
fat, you're
fatter
fat." Yeah,
as the show went on, which is
Yeah.
crazy.
As
There's-
they do, these gangsters, they just keep fucking
as these
eating.
actors do. I mean, one of the people that I was gonna put on the list is Aaron Paul towards the end of Breaking Bad. He didn't get fat, but he got chubby. He got a little chubby. You get money and you get
Yeah.
chubby.
It's hard to resist when you
That's
got
why-
bank.
Stretch me.
You're like, give me the extra.
Well, that's why I didn't put him on the list. That's too much of a stretch.
What's your favorite episode of Sopranos? You got one?
Oof. Favorite episode of Sopranos. Well, I could be Hack, and I could say the one with Chris and Paulie walking through the forest trying to find that guy, but
Mhm.
I don't think so. I don't know what is.
Okay.
I like it whenever Tony and Christopher are getting along. I like seeing that.
You like them happy together.
Yeah, like when they rob those guys, the wine guys.
That gets Christopher off the wagon again. Come on, have a little wine.
Oh yeah, what an
Yeah.
asshole!
Yeah.
And
So
you,
it's always
you can't
something.
say no because
I would say you definitely did not get it right that time.
I know, I know it.
Yo,
Now I know it.
Wait a
I
minute.
love,
No, fuck. Hold on.
Holy shit, dude.
Was that your birthday?
No. It's none of your goddamn business what it is. I'm letting you use my phone because you're fucking not charged
Should
up.
I just say your password so your producers have something to edit out?
No, I would edit it out anyway. My favorite
Okay.
episode is the fucking episode where they send Chris to rehab. The
Yeah, and
That's a good
they're
one.
only in. You killed that dog.
yeah.
You killed the dog. I should strangle you.
Uh huh.
It's pretty
Beat
good,
the
right?
shit out of him. It's great.
Really good.
So the dramatic conclusion to Brendan Sagalow's top 9 fat icons. 4 of them have been fat. Coming in. At
It's
number,
a mindset, man.
Coming in at number 1.
Mr. Biggie Smalls.
Thank
Okay.
God.
Notorious.
Yeah. Okay.
Why? Thank God, because you were thinking that the entire time.
No, there's a few that you left off the list.
Well,
and
like
if
Big
you didn't,
Pun and
if
shit.
you didn't get one of them, I was gonna really be
Yeah.
upset.
Biggie, it's in his name.
Biggie Smalls. He is the antithesis of a fat icon. He's got the whole thing against him. He's fat. He's got a fucking weird ass eye. he's, the fat gets in the way of how he speaks,
Yes.
and he is a sexy man. Was
Yeah.
a sexy guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Totally.
went from ashy to classy. I like that.
Yeah,
I actually listened to him on the way over here
nice.
to get ready for the
To
Fat
get ready in
Icons
it?
Top
Were you
9.
like, he better mention Biggie Smalls?
Yes, this was one of them. Yeah, dude, he's the best. Brooklyn.
So good, yeah.
I was listening to like "Sky Is the Limit" on the
That's a
way
great
over
song.
here. It's unbelievable how good that song is.
Ugh.
Because he can just talk about just like, fucking somebody in the ass and throwing them over the bridge in one song,
Mhm.
and then in the next song he's just
Which was a
like-
child, by the way, in that line. He goes, fuck the kid in the ass and throw over the bridge.
Yeah, to be fair, he was like, that beef shit's played out right after he said that. So it's not like he was like, that could happen, but I'm not,
Let's
Oh,
stop
I
that.
love that. I love,
Yeah.
you're like, that can happen, but just know I don't care about this beef.
It really boggles my mind that his first album was called Ready to Die. He died, and then 2
Life
days
After
later,
Death.
Life After Death came out. That is the craziest,
Yeah.
shit.
Look, if you're a musician and you want to die, just start talking about it. Because
Yeah.
did you listen to Faces by Mac Miller? It's like every line, he's like, I'm addicted to coke and I'm going to die. And
That's a little different, though, because he was just talking about how he was a drug addict, and you die from being a drug addict.
No, he talked about dying a lot on that album. He's like,
Sure,
"They're
but
gonna
I'm
be
saying a
burying
lot
me."
of it was a symptom of being a drug addict. But I
Oh.
agree with what you're saying, and it is interesting of, like, when you talk about something, it brings it into your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another Biggie Smalls thing is he,
Motherfuckers trying to kill me.
in this motherfuckers trying to kill me.
Foley
The
does that
movie was awful movie. But
Yeah.
in Kick in the Door, in the beginning when they do the Mad Rapper thing, and
You
then
know what that song's about?
no,
It's about Nas, apparently.
oh
Yeah.
he had beef with Nas.
It was just a subliminal track, I guess a little bit.
Oh, somebody told me that because that line where he's like, "Listen, Ready or Die" came out. Listen, study shit. That was about Nas.
Yes. Well,
But that
there's a line in a Nas song where he says, "Who did you think Kicking the Door was for? But that's my
Whoa.
heart."
whoa.
Yeah.
So in Kick in the Door, there is something that happens before they come in where it's Martin Lawrence and he goes, I gotta talk about how I feel. I gotta talk about my life as I see it.
Mhm.
And when I heard that, as an artist, I went, yeah. That line really got me. It got to me. I went, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, gotta talk about how I feel. I gotta talk about my life as I see it. And then I listened to what he's talking about, what Martin Lawrence is talking about when he says that. And the next line is like, you ever know a bitch who don't wash her ass? I was like, I've romanticized this thing so much.
What does he say right before that, though?
I don't know, man.
Okay.
It really turned me off.
Oh, dude, I
The
love
whole
Martin. I
line.
watched the first episode of Martin today as well.
That's strange. What else did you do today?
Not much. I was edited a clip.
That's the show.
But yeah, man.
Yeah, Biggie Smalls.
Christopher Wallace.
Mm-hmm.
I think just for rap in general, he's the best rapper overall, probably.
Yeah, I would say
for
that
rapping's
too.
sake.
Yeah, I would say that too. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, he's definitely the best
And his
rapper.
fatness, and you've mentioned this too, his fatness makes him a better rapper from his word delivery coming out of his mouth.
And it's been said before. I'm not making this up, but he sounds like a drum when he's rapping, and his fatness helps that because it's like blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
know.
his breath is like controlled differently because you got a lot of
Yeah.
weight to sling around.
I think he might have been like a trumpet player or something too, which might have helped. I think he played a horn at some point.
Well, that's a really good point. He was even more skilled than we know because he, breathing was probably hard for him, and he's getting these lines out
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
and
Well,
everything.
Him and it's crazy to think about how young they were too.
He was 23 when he
think
died.
So
and Pac was 27.
yeah, or something like that.
Insane.
I thought
Or
Biggie might have been
25.
24 or something. But either way, they were definitely both under 27. And sometimes I
Insane.
think like we talked about this before. Like when you die young, I feel like part of your like soul knows it. So like you get more out almost before you die.
You think so? Like you think you're gonna die?
I mean, his Ready to Die, Life After Death. But again, did he cause it by doing it like that? It's hard. It's
no.
confusing.
Because you want to be like, hey man, you're alive now, and you know you're gonna die. Why don't you just stop stop hanging out with the wrong people and stop, maybe lay off on the drugs and everything.
I think people never think they're gonna die. I think that they think they're
No, I think
invincible.
I've seen like Tupac videos where he's like, I think someone's gonna kill me,
Yeah.
and Biggie's got
says it
that
in lines all
motherfucker's
the
trying
time.
to kill me, like I just did. So
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I mean, there were people trying to actively kill them. Being a rapper is, goddamn, man.
Well, back then for sure. Now
Rappers are dying all the time now too.
yeah, from like drugs and being shot and everything.
Yeah.
But back then it was only that. It was only gangster rap.
I think it's almost just as bad, if not worse.
no one
People
is
are-
coming after Jack Harlow.
I love Jack Harlow.
He's great.
Um,
White rappers. You guys do
I
top
almost
9
wanted you
white
to do
rappers?
We
top
have
9
not.
white rappers. I almost wanted you to do that. I was gonna suggest that to
That's so hard. I
Next
mean,
time.
it's next time.
But no, man, rappers are getting shot constantly.
I think it's
Yeah.
because they're talking about being
Well, the-
gangsters, and then the real gangsters are like, whoa, 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 we can't talk the
Ex-
talk.
Exactly. And they're also showing off money.
Yeah.
It's always when they're like young Dolph just that. But XX, what's X?
Tentacion?
Intense. He was like showing off money, right? And then
He was at like a car dealership.
yeah, with
he
like
was, like,
10
getting a
grand in his
car.
pocket.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna buy a car, you need to put a down payment down, right?
You have a credit card. Get a master's.
Sure. I mean, yeah, tough break. I thought he was great too. But yeah, these people, I'm gonna fix that in post. Give it a beat. Young Dolph has a song called Bulletproof. Like all of Pop Smoke's songs are about how people can't kill him. Like it's so like
Are they?
a lot of them.
Every
I've
Pop
heard
Smoke
songs.
song I heard is like, I have money and women like me.
My car's too fast. You can't shoot me. Like that type of stuff.
Oh, really?
But anyway, tough being a rapper. I'm glad I'm not in that business.
I might get into it. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah. So honorable mentions.
Okay. So the fact that I'm gonna just be listen. I'm gonna be hard on you just for a minute. The fact that you didn't put on Chris Farley
That was that. Yeah. That,
Oh yeah. he
or
would've been
John
great.
Candy.
yeah.
Yeah, that would have been good.
What the fuck? And you're putting these skinny motherfuckers on.
Chris
and
Farley
you're
would have
leaving
been
Chris
out
so
Farley.
great.
Chris
John Candy.
Farley,
There's a lot.
Tommy Boy.
Give me a top 20, I'll do it.
It's our Patreon.
Fat guy in little coat.
Yeah. Yeah, I
good.
should have said Chris Farley.
Yeah, that's So those were my top 3, probably Biggie, Farley, Candy.
Yeah.
John
tho-
Candy was amazing too, man.
yeah, and his last name is Candy, which is
And he also,
Great.
and I mean, he died from being fat. So I mean,
he did.
John Candy, pretty sure.
Yeah, his body was like, I'm out. I give up.
Damn.
And Farley died from drugs, right? And being
Yeah.
fat.
R.I.P.
There's also Belushi.
Also
Honorable mention.
Chubby.
Just chubby. Okay. Jonah Hill. Early Jonah Hill.
Early Jonah Hill.
Mm.
That's the problem with him, man. He's fucking. He's like Oprah, the way he fluctuates.
Yeah. Oprah.
Oprah.
But I'm keeping these fluctuating people off. Like to me, like it means something to be fat your whole life.
Yeah. You're gonna hate this, but I wrote, and this is why it's just a thought. This isn't even an honorable mention. Just a thought. You're gonna fucking hate this. Ron Weasley. Now he is not fat at all, but doesn't he give off fat best friend energy the whole series?
No, he gives off redheaded. That's just another deformity. But no.
God.
Maybe I just don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh, we had a nice time. Can you think of any other fat people?
My girl Ursula.
Ursula would
She's
have been
an
good.
icon. Little Mermaid. Ursula.
No, I know who you're
Okay.
talking about. Sure.
But yeah, Chris Farley was my. Was
Fuck
mine.
yeah, Chris Farley would have
Okay.
been good.
Because he was like a breakthrough. Like,
Yeah.
In the comedic
He made fat
scene.
sexy too.
He made it sexy. He made it.
he did
funny.
not make it sexy. That's why he was so depressed. He could never get a woman.
I don't think that's true at
I don't
all.
think
He would
that's
get
true.
prostitutes. I've watched
You
several
mean-
documentaries and stuff.
Me too, but you can. Me
He
too.
also- he
There's
didn't have
tons of women that.
would stick around or whatever.
Dude, the most recent Chris Farley documentary, this woman was like, "Yeah, we had a thing going."
Of course, that's what this dumb broad's saying
Of
now.
course,
Been
yeah.
out of the
So
picture
she's
for
gonna write a
23
book.
years. Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, Big Pun.
Big
You
Pun would have been
mentioned
good.
him. He's a good rapper.
Who? Who else?
You got anybody else?
We mentioned a lot of them.
Yeah.
Is there any other fat Disney
I mean, now
character?
Lizzo is really trying to take the throne for
I don't think
But
she's an
she's
icon
not been
yet.
around long enough to be an icon. You're right. You need time.
I think we're just not the right people to say that. I think a lot of people do think Lizzo's an icon.
Is
and
this
they're like-
whole episode insensitive?
Very much.
Yeah, you're just figuring that out now?
Very
it just,
much.
dawned on me. I'm like, who the fuck are we?
Well,
Yeah,
I'm a
well,
fat guy, so
Yeah, so
yeah,
it's like
that's why it's okay.
fine.
Got
Yeah.
it.
keep your pointy thumb away from me. he goes, Al, hey, yeah.
I didn't mean it.
It's so funny
I
that
didn't even
you
mean to
have
point at you like
that
that.
you
It was
have
just
that you
organic.
have my list now because there are some on there. I wrote Elton John. Elton John now.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah,
like
he's
when
not. I mean, Billy
He's not
Joel's
fat at all.
Billy
Billy
Joel's
Joel.
fatter than Elton John.
But they're not fat icons.
Adele had her moment, right?
Adele,
You got to put her on there.
She came down though.
but she got skinny.
yeah.
Well, there's that famous, phrase. It's not over until the fat lady sings.
That's true. It's not over till Adele sings.
Uh huh. Can we think of any other fat phrases?
Fat phrases.
Yeah, like it's not over till the fat lady sings.
No. People hate fat people.
Well,
No one wants to talk about
I
them
don't
as
think
much.
so. I don't think they hate. I think in the room they do, but I think people like the idea of fat people. And I think that's the thing with Chris Farley. I think he struggled with that. I think people loved Chris Farley, but I don't think he ever found what he was looking for.
No, of course not. Because
Well,
he was also numbing himself, so there was no chance of him finding what he was looking for.
Tommy Boy, to me, is as good of a movie as any movie that was ever made. It's like an American film.
It did really well too.
I-
It like
yeah.
Good. So funny.
Dan Aykroyd's kind of fat. He goes in and out.
yeah, but he's not a fat guy. And
Uh-huh.
like the majority of his career he was skinny.
Costanza, George.
George Costanza. Now that is a fat icon.
Sure.
Roseanne, but we don't like her anymore. She's not-
Yes, of course.
Why don't we like her anymore?
Because
Because the machine told us not to.
yeah.
Listen,
All she needed was a group chat. All these people that get in trouble for tweeting something, that's all they need is a group chat of their closest friends where they can just say that thing in there. Everybody goes totally or well, you're crazy, and then you move the fuck on.
yeah, I don't know. Tim Dillon, funny fat guy.
Icon?
Icon. On
Just
his
talking about
way.
people.
He's on his way.
H. Foley, funny fat guy.
Not an icon.
I was like total icon. Bob Foley.
Okay.
There's got to be some other people. The guy who
There.
played what's his name in Game of Thrones, the fat friend that was in
Yeah.
that was on the at the wall.
Sam Tarley.
Yes, Sam.
Yeah, Sam. Another Sam.
Yeah.
Sam is a fat name.
Totally.
Sometimes, yeah. It's
Yeah.
a Jewish name too.
What about who's that Australian girl?
Let's just
Rebel
do-
Wilson.
Let's just think of
Yeah,
as many.
she lost weight too.
Yeah.
It's sad
So
that
for
there
the net-
hasn't been any fat
Let's
Disney
just-
princesses, right?
so-
Yeah.
Just the villains. They need
Yeah.
they need a fat Disney.
Well, Disney
princess.
does this thing where they
That's
make their
messed up.
villains like fat or gay. Like all of their villains are kind of gay.
Uh-huh.
Scar's kind of gay. Jafar's kind of gay.
So let's end in 10 minutes, but let's think about as many fat people as we can in the next 10 minutes.
I feel like we've been doing that.
I know, but I just want us to. We
As
have
many
a goal
fat
now.
people as you can.
We're gonna turn into us calling people fat.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
We can pick
Icons only.
Top 10 overweight, or no, just as many overweight people as we can
No, that's mean.
think of. Overweight is less mean
No,
than
they have
fat,
to be
right?
icons though.
No, overweight. Saying overweight is more insulting because you're putting this like medical clinical thing on it, and also the word over is not nice.
Yeah, you're overweight.
Yeah, I'd rather be called fat than overweight or morbidly obese. I almost said obese.
Yeah.
Morbidly obese.
Yeah, Reggie Conquest used to have a joke about that.
What?
When the doctor said you're morbidly obese, he thought he heard, Reggie, you're a fat beast. What's the big Bruce Spruce?
Bruce, hamburger,
Hamburger's not fat.
Larvell Crawford.
Hamburger just wears a cowboy hat. You just-
True.
But I guess word
yeah.
association, you would think someone named Hamburger was fat.
Yeah. Big J,
Big J's on the fat side, sure.
fat icon.
Uh-huh. Yep. What's the guy's name from Mad TV? I just can't think of it. He goes in and out of being fat though. Well, Artie Lang.
Artie Lang.
Uh huh.
He's not fat anymore, though, right?
I don't
I
know.
haven't seen him in a while.
He just put out a podcast yesterday.
Oh, you're good.
So
Mm.
yeah, he's back again. Again. More fat people.
I mean, there's like the 600-pound life woman.
It's funny.
TLC.
It's
Yeah.
I just imagine like a fat person listening to this and being like either mad that we're not mentioning them or like mad that we're about to mention them.
No.
Like, they
No one
better
wants to
not.
No.
make this list.
No. I'll tell you what, when fat people, if I were listening to this, I would be going, yeah, they're all fat. You're not even thinking about them mentioning you. Fat people don't really think about them being fat.
Okay.
You just join in. You go, yeah, that guy's fat.
Mm-hmm. The bad guy from Pee Wee Herman, Francis. He was a good fat guy.
Susan Boyle.
Ethan Suplee.
Who's that?
He was the guy from Mallrats, and he was also the dude from Boy Meets World that played Frankie on Boy Meets World.
That kid has been working since like 1991.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah.
That kid stays paid.
He's
man.
skinny too. I mean, he's not skinny. He's like really muscular and shit now.
Yeah, he changed it up for sure.
But he was
Oh,
definitely a fat icon.
Dude, I would have been so pissed if I didn't mention this because this kid might be number one. Eric Cartman. Holy
Eric
shit. Dude.
Cartman.
Oh.
Now that is a I was trying to think of cartoons that are fat,
Yeah.
hence Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Also, Fat Albert.
Fat Albert.
I mean, dude, no offense.
Cartman is a fat icon.
But like you're
no
31
offense. Here
years
we
old
go. 30.
and you're putting sorry, I keep putting that extra one on
Yeah,
you.
what are you doing?
You're overage.
I'm morbidly aged.
No, you're a young man and you fucking reference Tweedledee and Tweedledum instead of Cartman? Come on, man.
They're fucking icons, man.
Cartman's such
Cartman's more of an icon, though.
Cartman's
Homer
such a-
Simpson.
Of course.
Mhm.
Peter
Homer
Griffin.
Simpson, Peter
but
Griffin.
Family
but-
Guy's whatever to me compared to those other ones. But Cartman's such a specific fat guy energy too. Like
Yeah.
that type of like shitty fat guy.
Yeah, the fat guy who
like
just
he's like mean to you before you can be mean to him.
no
Yeah.
respect for himself or
Yeah.
anyone else around him, which I think that's why I think people don't like fat people because that's kind of the energy of you can't even take care of yourself.
Oh, I just
Mhm.
thought of a great icon, Stavros Hakili.
Oh, now
and he's like all
icon
about
I
it,
wouldn't
too.
say, but yes.
No. Although
But-
he's given us our most views on YouTube, so he's an icon to us.
Ah.
Shout out Stavros. Anyway, yeah. Did you watch the South Park special?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So funny.
Those guys are the best, man.
So funny.
It's
Those
unbelievable.
guys are icons.
Yes, but they're not fat. Together, they're a fat icon.
I would say Trey Parker's a little fat now.
I haven't seen it. Jeff Garland from Curb Your Enthusiasm,
Mm-hmm.
just
Yeah.
because he's with him,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh yeah. And that whole fat guy, skinny guy thing, you can think of a ton of people.
Norm
like that.
from Cheers,
Norm from Cheers. What's his tits from
80s
The
fat guy.
Honeymooners?
Norton. No.
No.
Cramden. No. Ed. Wait.
Come on.
One of the
To
Stooges.
the moon, Alice.
Curly.
Curly.
Curly is a fat icon.
Yeah.
And he wasn't even that fat. He was like
Well, there's which one was fat in the Laurel and Hardy?
Laurel,
Okay.
right?
I don't know.
I don't know. John C. Reilly.
Sound off in the comments. He's not fat either, man.
I'm going back to Santa, the man Santa, and like the character, like.
Santa is a fat icon. And I would say he's sexy in his own right.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Any man that could show up on time, I think is a sexy guy.
Any
Hey,
man giving me
who doesn't
presents
like it?
yeah,
is
yeah.
sexy.
Yeah.
Yes.
But that's because when you're fat, you have to work harder. You have to be dependable and give people stuff.
I know. We should honestly. There should be a day for those reindeer that have to
I
pull
don't-
his ass.
I don't know if we can put this episode out
Why?
in this fat-phobic society.
Look at me. Look at this.
No, yeah.
This is, I'm speaking for everybody.
Yeah, no, you're the mouthpiece. We're just here.
Yeah.
I love it.
It was a great episode. We
So
could
fun.
stop naming fat people now. Wait, let's all think of one more. Think of a good one.
All the Care Bears.
The Care
not-
Bears.
They're not fat. They're
They
little
fucking
teddy bears.
lead with their bellies.
Look, we're in show business, Tommy. Okay, if you're not fucking skinny, you're fat.
Fair
yeah.
enough.
Fair enough.
Fat Monica on Friends was funny.
yeah.
Fat Monica, an icon.
An icon.
That's an icon.
Nutty Professor, Eddie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's because we're talking about the people who are pretend fat.
Now we're
Oh.
talking about fake people.
One of the
Still
fairies
counts.
from Cinderella, the blue fairy.
The blue fairy.
Iconic.
Yeah,
Sure.
the fat rat from Cinderella.
Yes. Gus Gus.
Gus Gus.
Gus Gus.
Theodore from Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Yes, Theodore.
I feel like he was all
This
chubby,
is
so-
starting to become a kind of supportive episode. We're going fat guy? Yeah.
We
Fat
We
thing?
appreciate you,
Yeah.
Theodore.
Yeah, we love
Wilbur? The pig?
you. Wilbur the pig.
Yeah, we haven't mentioned any pigs. I guess if you're a
Okay,
pig, you're just
let's not.
naturally fat.
Yeah.
Babe.
Here's a pig. Chief Wiggum.
Chief Wiggum, he was a fat guy.
Wait.
Sure.
This has gotten really mean all of a sudden.
Why?
Because we're like comparing it to a pig.
Pigs are very smart animals.
They
I'm
really
just
are.
saying
And
if you're
clean.
yeah, if you're a pig, you're just fat because you're a pig. That's what people-
Pigs. Pigs are fat icons
Sure.
Yeah.
in general.
Yep.
Oink oink. I'm sorry. Listen, I think this has been
He
an
said,
Are we
"I'm
recording?
sorry."
no.
Has this been recording this entire
No,
time?
I think,
I'm sorry.
we're gonna do top 9
This-
white rappers after this. Just running it back.
So fun.
I think every white rappers make the top 9.
Yeah, you just rate all the rappers.
Yeah, there's only 9 of
Yeah,
them.
Exactly.
Well, it's just more impressive when they do it. It's like a basketball player when they make it's athletics. Like if a white guy does it, it looks more impressive because it's a white guy doing it.
Yeah. Now, does that work the other way around?
What do you mean?
Like, if a black guy does a white thing, does he look better at it because he's black?
I don't know. It sounds like a joke I would have written in 2009, though.
Yeah.
So-
yeah, I'd cross it off on my notebook. Well,
Holy hell. Well, Brendan, where
Kevin
can the-
Smith.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we mentioned him earlier, though.
Did we?
In passing, because you said I could have said
Oh,
you
yeah,
looked like
Silent Bob.
Silent Bob. But yeah, Brendan Sagalow, where can the people find you?
You can find me at Brendan Sagalow, Twitter and Instagram. Listen to the podcast. Here's the scenario with me, Mike Feeney, and Mike Cannon. And check out the Patreon scenario, patreon.com/scenariopod. And if anybody plays video games or watches stuff on Twitch, twitch.tv/sags2riches. And that's it. Go to my
Nice.
website for dates.
For sure. Thank you, Brendan.
Thank you.
Adele?
Follow me on Lavoro_Adele and tune into new episodes of Top 9 Podcasts, Apple, Spotify, YouTube. Subscribe and make some comments. Talk to me. Love to see you there.
Yeah, talk to her and sound off.
Yeah, let her have it.
Unless you're fat.
Then
I like that, guys.
No, yeah.
Equal opportunity.
You got to be James Gandolfini. Listen, this bro's getting up there.
Mm.
TomCassidy.com, Cassidy Comedy, Top 9 Pod, Spotify, Apple, YouTube. Why am I saying that? You're listening to it or watching it. That was the episode. Thank you. We'll see you next week. Peace out.
Bye.